What is going on, guys? It's your boy Tyso here. We're back with another video. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to drive manual for beginners. I feel like it's something that a lot of people should learn how to do. It's very fun. It keeps you engaged with the car because you're like controlling what the car is doing. You have to put it in gear and start it off manually. It's a lot more different from an automatic car, but it keeps you engaged with driving. You have to use both hands so you're not really on your phone as much, and it's fun overall. It's very fun. I like it personally, and I feel like a lot of people should learn, at least have the skill to drive manual. And yeah, let's start off the video. All right, guys, so in a manual car, there's a couple things that you notice. First, you have 3 pedals, when in the automatic you have 2, and it's the brake and the gas pedal. But in the manual, you notice the extra pedal to the left, which is called the clutch. This is what you're going to be using when you change gears and start the car off. And also, you have your manual gearbox right here. This is what you're using to change gears. So those are the things that are different with an automatic and a manual. When you get into the car, make sure you get familiar with the gearbox. This is neutral, when you can wiggle it back and forth. This is first, up to the left, down second, in the middle and up is third, middle down is fourth, and all the way to the right is fifth, and up is fifth, and all the way to the right and down is sixth. So get familiar with that. Make sure you can figure out which gear is what. And in some cars all the way to the left and up is reverse. You got to kind of force it in, so it's not going to allow you to do it while you're driving forward. But all the way to the left and up is reverse, and in some cars all the way to the right and down is reverse. So just get familiar which car you have and the gears that they're in, so you can know what gear you're going into when you're driving. Also, guys, when you're doing this, make sure your seat is adjusted to the right spot so you can properly put your foot all the way into the clutch without having any issues. So just make sure your seat is adjusted right. Now that we're familiar with the gear stick and the extra pedal, let's figure out how to start the car. So let me turn it off here. Turn it off. So you get your key, whatever kind of car you have. Put your foot on the clutch all the way. Make sure it's in neutral. Make sure your car is in neutral, and then start it up. And when your car is in neutral, you can release the clutch. It won't do anything. So what I mean by when your car is in neutral and you release the clutch, it won't do anything, is when, if you have, for instance, some people start their car off, like they leave their car in first gear when they turn it off. So when it's in gear, like this, and you release the clutch, the car is gonna stall. So you don't want that to happen. Just always make sure it's in neutral when you start the car up, so you can release your foot off the clutch and you'll be fine. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when you start the car up in gear and you release the clutch. All right, so I turned the car off, and this is, I'm gonna put the car in gear. It's off, so the car is fine. You can release your clutch. We can release your clutch once the car is off. You can put it in gear. That's how some people park their cars. I personally do that myself. Or you can just leave it in neutral, put your e-brake up, whatever you prefer. But I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like when you leave the car in gear and you start the car. So clutch in, car is in gear. I'm gonna start it. And I'm gonna release my foot off the clutch, and the car is gonna stall. Like that. The car lunged forward and it stalled. You don't want that to happen. So just always put your car in neutral when you start it up. All right, so now that we know how to get the car started, let's figure out how to get the car moving. So what I would suggest when you're first starting off is just get a feel for the clutch. So what I would do is put the car in gear and just slowly release the clutch with no gas, without any gas. Just slowly release the clutch, and once you feel the car moving, hold it there and release it even slower. And just like that, you're moving with no gas at all. So I would just do this. I would just do this for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna do it again. So clutch in, put the car in gear, take your foot off the brake, and just slowly release the clutch. And as you can see, we're moving. Foot is completely off the clutch, no gas. So I would just do that for about 5 minutes. Just get a feel for the clutch. Get a feel for that bite point in the clutch. After you figure out the clutch and the bite point of the clutch, I would just put your e-brake up, just in case, so you won't roll, and just play with the throttle a bit. Just figure out, you know, how sensitive it is, because when you add gas, this is what you're going to be doing. You want to keep it between 1,000 and 2,000 RPMs when you're starting off. So I would just do that, get a feel for that, until you keep it between 1,000 and 2,000 RPMs. All right, so once you do those two things, just always remember that, like I was saying before, you can move the car without the gas. You can get the car rolling without the gas. So you don't have to add too much gas when you're getting started off. So just, you know, keep in mind that you just want to always release the clutch slowly. And then once you get to that bite point, even slower, like just keep releasing the clutch slowly. And then as you're doing that, you want to add gas. So when you do the two things that I said before, with releasing the clutch slowly and then figuring out how sensitive your gas pedal is, you put those two things together, and that's how you get rolling. So let's do that now. Put the clutch all the way in, put your car in first gear, and then you want to slowly release the clutch while adding some gas. And you're rolling. That's it. I'm gonna do it one more time, just to show you how to do it again. So you got your car's in neutral, foot's off the clutch, but my foot is on the brake. You want to clutch in, car in first, slowly release the clutch and add some gas, and you're rolling. So for shifting, when you shift, you want to get it up to like 25, around 3,000 RPMs, clutch in, second gear, and slowly release your foot off the clutch, just like you've been doing previously. Now when you shift gears, you want to take your foot all the way off the gas and clutch in, and come from first to second, and then release the clutch and add gas at the same time, like you were doing when you started off. So let's do it all in one motion again. So we got the clutch all the way in, we're putting it in first, and we're gonna slowly release the clutch while adding some gas, and we're rolling. Now you want to change gears. You want to clutch in second, slowly release the clutch and add some gas, just like you've been doing. And that's how you change gears, and it's the same for every other gear. You just do the same process all over again. And when you stop, you just want to stop like you're in a regular automatic, but you want to put your clutch all the way in and make sure you're out of gear, and just stop like you regularly would. That's it. That's all it is to it with stopping. It's nothing too crazy. Just make sure when you're stopping, you clutch all the way in and take your car out of gear so you won't stall out, and then just stop like you regularly would in an automatic car. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this video helps you out with starting off with driving manual. If you have any other questions or any comments or anything you want to ask me, just ask me in the comment section down below. Also, I'll put my Instagram right there, or here, wherever. I'll put it down there, and you can just DM me or ask me any questions you have. But like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this video helps you guys out, and catch you on the next one.